Hey, hey, see you in church. Hi, I'm Manuel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Write a little message. Let me know what you think or some subject you'd like me to talk about. And don't forget to put the hand up. I always do, so I do it at the beginning. What I wanted to talk about was something I just saw on a commercial. It's something that I've been bringing up to my friends over and over. And now they're making a movie about it. It's something that I keep saying you're gonna have to start watching for it because our president opened his mouth and lit a fuse. Then recently, I saw a TV show 911, and there was this there's a black man and his family going home. They had gone to visit his family, and he was taking his kids back to their mother. Police officer pulls them over for the fun of it because he's playing games and he's an older black white man, and he's training a new white man to be a policeman, and he harasses them and almost shot the children in the car. And I'm like, well, the shows are starting to cover the situation. I had told people, my friends, that sooner or later people will start taking arms up again against the police officers. Why? Because our president said go shooting. He didn't have a problem with it. I do. He would like shoot first and ask questions later. That was his stupidity. And the police, of course, they're not very smart to start, and they're going to start doing it. And they did. We saw it at the Skittles. We saw it going on. And I said to my friend, sooner or later, people are going to get tired and they're going to start shooting police officers. Well, they showed a commercial for a brand new movie, and I didn't get the name of the movie. It's something and something, almost like Bonnie and Clyde, but it was something and Ash, something like that. Police officer pulls over him and his wife. His wife gets out of the car. Police officer points the gun to shoot her. He takes the gun away from the police officer and shoots a police officer. Now they're running for their lives. And I had told some friends and whatever, pretty soon it's going to be shoot first and ask questions later. And they said, well, what do you mean by that? I said, well, someone comes over, you see a gun, you shoot him. Afterwards, you find out it's a police officer. You go, oops. Why? Because it's becoming that the bad guy is the police officer. In my neighborhood, you never saw the police officer as the courageous, caring person. To be honest, you saw the police officer as the abusive person that would go around and push and punch and hit you when you were down. He said, get on the floor. You got on the floor, and he started kicking and hitting you with billy club and whatever he had. And everybody now can record and you can see the abuse. And the police officer is now getting proof that they're doing that. or saw that with my brother. They came to get him. He didn't fight or anything, and they rammed his head into the ceiling of the car and went boom, and then put him inside. They didn't need to do that. He wasn't fighting. He didn't call them names. He didn't do any of that. Reality is, sooner or later, like I said, people will stop tolerating it, and the police officers will get wiped out. It happened once in California. From what I understood from the people who lived in California, their streets weren't safe because of the police. Police would run their cars through their barrio and almost run over the elderly because they're in walkers, they're in wheelchairs, whatever. So they built their gangs to protect their barrio. So it became, you don't, if you're a police officer, drive through this area or you get a bullet in you. Why? Because the police were the problem. Not all of the problem, but 75% of the problem at that time. Then it changed. Well, it's becoming again. You're hearing about, you got now Black Lives Matter. All lives matter. The problem is that the police are the ones that are watching over their own people, and they're saying, oh, they didn't do anything. Oh yeah, we got bullets in this person. Police officer emptied his gun into a person. Why? I mean, that's the point. Sooner or later, we're going to see people emptying their guns into police officers, and the police officers are going to say, well, that wasn't needed. Well, it wasn't needed the other times either, when you killed people that didn't have guns. Killed an old lady that was in her house and her gun was in another room. Well, I didn't know that. Just because they have a gun, you don't have to kill them. That's the point. People are no longer feeling safe, if they ever did. I don't call the police when drama happens, because in my lifetime, when I was younger, 3 hours later, it's over. And that's my point. If you can't depend on the police department, why are you going to call them? And that's the reality. A lot of people are not calling the police department, and when the police appear, they don't see them as friendly people. Do you? I don't know. But that movie showing that happening, that instead of allowing him to kill the person he loves, he kills him. And we're getting to that point where we have to protect ourselves. You shoot first and you ask questions later, because the police officers were told to shoot first by Trump and ask questions later. And it's interesting to see in a movie something that hasn't gotten there yet, so far as I know. And I hope doesn't get that bad. That you police officers open your eyes, that you're making yourselves just a moving target. The few are going to make all of you shooting, moving targets. Because if people don't feel safe, from the people that should be making them feel safe, they're going to just start removing the problem themselves. God forbid. And God be with you if you don't stop those pieces of garbage wearing the suit. There doesn't take many to make a problem. It only takes one. And if you don't tap him out, you may be the one getting tapped out instead. They show lots of TV shows where they happen, where the police officers are not welcome and they get shot. But it's becoming across America where they're no longer welcome. Let's stop it now, and you police officers, quit policing yourselves and get rid of the bad apples before the whole barrel. It's better to just take the barrel and throw it off a cliff. And that's where we're going towards, and even the movies are showing that now. So that's getting scary. Well, what do you think? Do you think we're going down that road? Let me know, because we can at least talk about it, and maybe talking about it will stop it from going there. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave me a message, put the hand up, and give me a topic you'd like to talk about. But don't forget, AA, see you in church.